Right guys, I've done the front brake pads, so I'm just gonna do the rear one now. Just gonna crack on with it now. Okay. The reason I'm changing is because I've just changed the front ones, so I thought it'd be a good idea to change the back ones as well. Because as you can see, some of they are pretty worn out, and as you can see the condition here where I'm pointing out with this pin is a bit cracked as well. The pad is actually, okay. So I'm just gonna put the new pads. Just like that. And now we're gonna put the tensioner in. This tensioner goes in the middle of both pads. That keeps them apart. Okay. As I mentioned before, it's a fairly easy job, and most cases you don't have to push the pistons back. As you can see in uh, in my case, I didn't have to push the piston back. Right guys, after fitting the pads at the back, I've noticed that the brake wasn't working properly, so I just gonna bleed the rear brakes. So the bleeder screw is here, so I'm just gonna loosen it a bit. So I'm just gonna loosen it a bit, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pump the brake few times. As you can see, the oil is coming out. See, as you can see, there's a air in the system. Okay, so I pumped it few times, and I'm holding on to the lever. I'm holding on to the lever. Okay, and same time while the lever is pressed in, I'm tightening the bleeder nipple, the bleeder screw. By doing that, I've released all the air has escaped, and hopefully the brakes will work better. Okay, just gonna try it now. Obviously, there you go, guys. So I pumped it a few times. I pumped the brake few times. As you can see here, it's nice and stiff. There you go. And there you go, guys. There you go. Okay. In most cases, you don't have to bleed the calipers, but in this case we had to do it. We didn't have any other choice because the brakes were not working properly after fitting the pads. Thank you very much for watching the video. Stop.